Okay, good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to another edition of Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Friday, the 5th day of April in the year of our Lord 2019. The Democrats have had it their way for too long now. Remember when the Starr investigation came out? They didn't want anyone to get into it before they were ready, so the law had to be changed to the way it is now. Now, with the Mueller report, they want it now. To hell with the law that they themselves put into place because they wanted their way back when the Starr report came out. And the Attorney General Barr is following the law. But that isn't good enough for the Democrats, who now demanded that they receive the whole report now and have even pushed subpoenas to get it. They now don't want to follow the law that they pushed to get when the shoe was on the other foot. That, my friends, is the Democrats of today. The way they've always been. And because the American people have such short memories on what happens in Washington, D.C. with their elite there, we forget that what they are pushing for now goes 180 degrees out from the things that they were pushing for then. And the headlines prove what I am saying. When the things go their way, the Democrats and the media are silent and joyful. But when they don't, headlines of collusion and cover ups begin to emerge, like this one from Breitbart this morning. Wyden. Every day the public doesn't have the Mueller report is indicative of a cover up. But when the Starr report came out, they didn't want it out because it had damning information in it that would have hurt them. This time, they think it may have damning information that was covered up. And the important part of here is the damning part. It isn't against them, but they think it is against Trump. And that's all that matters to them these days. If it can hurt Trump in any way, they will even make up reasons to do things. If only it will hurt Trump. To hell with the truth. But against Clinton or Obama, the truth then only matters if it helps them. Now, to remove the liberal blindfold. Laws are not made to be used one way one time and another way another time. But that is exactly what the Democrats want, and that is exactly what the Democrats do. And sadly, that is what they have been getting. And sadly, for the Democrats, the truth is always the truth. A lie is always a lie, no matter how they perceive it. Law to the Democrats mean nothing, especially if the law doesn't support what they think. And since their ideals run afoul of the law a lot of the times, they need to realize that the law isn't always going to support their ideas. As a matter of fact, the way they've been lately, it never will. The minimum wage thing is one that I've talked about before. They wanted the minimum wage raised to $15 per hour, and in places in the nation, they have gotten that. But that backfired on them because in places like McDonald's, who cannot afford to do the minimum wage hike, have automated a lot of things now, effectively putting people out of work that had worked before. To me, getting $7 an hour, 40 hours a week is a damn sight better than getting 0 hours per hour all the time when you're unemployed. But to the Democrats, that doesn't mean a thing. And to prove this point, they now have a Democratic presidential hopeful in Democrat Tim Ryan of Ohio, who totally thrilled the View when he was on there by saying he wanted to push for a, wait for it, $20 an hour minimum wage. Didn't I say that if they got the 15, it wouldn't be the last you would hear from these insane increases? The Democrats have their finger on what they think is reality, but in fact, it is on nothing more than the Twilight Zone. This could have been an episode of that show called Washington Playing Dumb, and the people would have seen it and believed it could never happen. Trouble is, folks, it is happening, and everything I talked about today, from the Democrats changing laws so that they always fit their agendas, to pushing for wages that are in effect unsustainable, to pushing for and celebrating the fact that they can now kill babies that have been born makes them the monsters of insanity, and we have to wake up and get rid of them before they effectively get rid of everything America stands for. And mark my words here, folks, that is exactly what the Democrats are after. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We are here to push the facts that the liberal, lying, lamestream media leaves out, and Facebook, too, for that matter. Facts that change the story from what is right to what the left wants, which is never right anymore. Keep truth, justice, and the American way in your vocabulary, as they are things that will continue to keep America a great country. God bless America. God bless our troops. And as always, we will not be ruled. Have a safe and blessed day.